Alright folks, welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Donfather and this is hashtag AFL Car Chat with me, the Donfather. I've just watched the highlights there of the Fremantle Dockers versus Brisbane Lions. Absolutely outstanding finale to the game. Of course, this was the Sir Doug Nicholls Indigenous round 10, where everybody wears the sort of Indigenous print on the jerseys. But that finish, that last kick, it hit the post, so they only got the point, but it was 73-72, I think it finished. A point to win it. Absolutely outstanding. A little bit of a comeback on there from the Dockers. I missed the live game, which is a bit disappointing. I was kind of busy there this morning watching it. I know it's afternoon with you and Oz. Thoroughly enjoyed this weekend of AFL and my live chat, the live stream that I did, which I never uploaded. I just deleted. I just kept it live just for talking away to folk. Saturday night, few beers with my Aussie friends on my live stream was fantastic. So thanks very much for joining, the people who did join that session. I also loaded yesterday Tony Plugger Lockett. I mean, the man, the myth, the legend. And how many of them is there? How many is there? There's only one Tony Lockett. I believe that he's the only man in the history of the AFL who has his own song. I'm not too sure if that is factual. However, it is an absolute ripper of a song. Love it. Tony Lockett's a legend. You're not going to get on the wrong side of him in a hurry. If you annoy him, you're for the chop. Apparently there's a wee guy, I think his surname was Kelly, years ago was renowned for pinching players and trying to wind people up and get under the skin. And Big Plugger says to him, "Aye, you're not going to do that to me." I don't think he had any said after the game, "I had no intentions of even trying to do that to Big Plugger, Tony Plugger Lockett, because he'd knocked 7 bells of the colourful stuff out of my backside for me." So such was the man, but the greatest kicker in the history of the sport. Absolutely fantastic. But somebody did tell me he's not necessarily the greatest in the sport. There was another man who was the second highest kicker. So I'm going to cover him on the channel as well. There's going to be loads of players coming up this week commencing, so stay tuned for it, AFL fans. I'm absolutely loving this sport, as you may already know if you've been following my channel. I've covered non-stop highlights and reviews of matches this weekend, and also videos uploads. I've done one on my Donna World Sports channel, which was the old "Don't Argue," boom, the move where the ball carrier is running and the boy comes over to tackle and just the whole straight arm into the chest midriff, just smashing them out the way. The locked arm, or even the forearm, just to smash them out the way. It's known as the old "Don't Argue." Or is it? Check out the Donna World Sport for the official name of this move, for any AFL fans who think they know the name of it and they think it's called the old "Don't Argue." The "Don't Argue," it isn't. You're mistaken. Check out the Donna World Sports reaction to the old "Don't Argue" to find the real name of the "Don't Argue." Does feature legends of the sport, Mick Conlon, and also a modern day player just now who's playing, Dustin Martin, Dusty, who plays for Richmond Tigers. Absolutely phenomenal player. You get excited when he gets the ball, don't you? When he picks it up, things look like, it looks like things are going to happen, and he gets people off their seat. Really enjoyable player, and he's cool. So I've covered him, and I will continually cover him on the show, because I reckon he's got a lot to offer still to the sport. All in all, it's been an absolutely fantastic weekend. A great advert for the sport. Highly competitive games. I mean, that one there, finishing a point between them. A lot of close finishes so far this weekend. The ladder looks tight at the top. Geelong still look good. There's been a couple of teams in there as well. The Eagles have done well this weekend. I think that's 4 straight wins for them. I watched, one of the first ones I watched was Collingwood. You can never rule them out, of course. Collingwood, I've discovered, is the team that, unless you're a Collingwood supporter, they're the team that everybody loves to hate within the AFL. There's always a team in a sport or in a league, a domestic league, anywhere in any sport, which every team loves to hate. It's usually because they're quite successful. But the jokes that I'm hearing about Collingwood supporters are making me laugh. And one Collingwood supporter, a woman, actually says to me, "I actually have all the teeth in my head." I actually have all my own teeth. So don't believe what everybody says. Not all Collingwood Not all Collingwood supporters have dental dentist issues, but yeah, dental issues. It's just a kind of stigma that's been attached to the Collingwood supporters. So this isn't what I'm saying. This is just some people that has got in touch through the comment section of my videos. But it's all in good fun. But usually when you find a team like that there who are kind of disliked by everybody, it's usually because they've been quite successful and had good teams consistently. I actually am, when I come to Australia, which is hopefully soon, there is a way you can help this come quicker. I'll put the links in the section below. I've got a Patreon page. You can become a patron of the channel and help the channel grow that way in order for me to buy better equipment and also pay for flights to get me and my family over and watch live AFL in the stadium and meet up with friends on the channel so far. I've had people that's paid for subscription for me on the AFL to watch AFL live. A Port Adelaide supporter, an absolute legend. I'm not going to name him, he doesn't want to be named. And also another one, Bloomer Oz. He's known as his YouTube handle. And he's paid for an AFL footy for me. He's going to get that sent over to Northern Ireland where I am. So massive respect to him and a big thank you as well for that. And he did say he may actually throw in a little bit more Australia memorabilia. So I don't know what that might be, but I'm really looking forward to this parcel coming. I'd say it'll probably, by the time we get it sent off, it'll probably be 3 weeks to a month in the post before it comes. But stay tuned for me opening and unveiling the parcel. And also, as I know that there's a footy coming, me practicing footy drills such as kicks, running on solos, bouncing the ball. I don't know how good I'll be at that. I'll probably kick the odd mongrel, but it's all in good fun and an absolute love of the Aussie rules. I was actually looking at maybe doing a bit of the history of Aussie rules, how it was invented, maybe covering a little bit more of that on my channel, help Aussie rules get a little bit more attention outside of Australia as well. That's a good thing that I'm trying to do within my own place that I am right now, getting spread a bit of awareness, show through a few videos through my Facebook. You can actually follow me on Facebook. That is the Donfather at the Don's channel. Add me there. You can add me on Instagram, the Donfather at the Don's channel. And if you want to do the Patreon, it's patreon.com/the Don's channel, where you can be a patron, and you can get special requests. You can give me a request of a particular video you want to see me react to, and I'll give you a personal shout out. I'll give you a personal mention, your name, and thank you very much for becoming a patron. And there's also a way you can donate as well to help the channel grow, and that will, as I said, be in the link. Anyway, all that aside, the weekend's advert, sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied here because I'm getting excited and a bit ahead of myself. It's been a great advert for the sport this weekend. As I said, the Sir Doug Nicholls round is the Indigenous round. It's been fantastic. It's been played well. I forgot to mention when I was the Adelaide Crows were playing, there's an Aboriginal legend that plays for them known as Eddie Betts. I'm sure if you're a big AFL supporter, you know exactly who he is. But he got his sister to paint his footy boots with Aboriginal print, and he actually got in touch with somebody through social media and asked anybody who was willing to get these boots delivered down to him. I think they were from Brisbane down to Adelaide, and get it hand delivered to him. That would be fantastic. And somebody did do it, and when you see the boots, they looked absolutely beautiful. She's done a fantastic job of the Aboriginal print, so massive respect to them for embracing the Aboriginal culture within the sport. I thoroughly enjoyed looking at the different kits. Obviously, it's just a one-off for this week, round 10 every year in the AFL. And as I say, I really enjoyed that side of it as well. And just in general, as I say, thoroughly enjoying the sport. Who could you expect to see me covering this week coming? Well, there's a big guy who I never actually covered. He was actually a boxer before he took up AFL. He's known as Barry Hall. I think he played for the Bulldogs, and I could be wrong in saying, but I think he might have also played for the Swans. I don't know if that's true, but he definitely played for the Bulldogs, the Western Bulldogs, and he was an enforcer. He was actually number 2 in the enforcers on the enforcer video that I'd done a reaction of. So check him out. He looks like an absolute nutcase. You're not going to get on the wrong side of him. Somebody actually mentioned, wouldn't it have been fantastic to see a bare knuckle fight between Tony Plugger Lockett and Big Barry Hall? Well, I couldn't think of anything more enjoyable. I would pay box office for that, £20 to watch that fight unfold. Of course, probably both gentlemen off the grass, off the pitch, but as I say, hard men. So he's going to get covered. I'm not too sure whether or not I want to cover him on the Don's channel, this channel, or on the Donna World Sports, which is slightly more unhinged. You can expect a little bit more adult language in that, and a little bit more unhinged, rugged responses and reactions to some fantastic AFL videos of days gone by and future videos too. I mean, there could be tensions running high in future games that I might go, do you know what, I'm going to react to this, but I'm actually going to react to this on the Donut World Sport so I can get totally excited and just let loose, let it rip. I'm also going to cover the Demolition Derby, Carlton feature in that, so stay tuned for that one. And also the Battle of Britain. It was an exhibition match in the UK to try and promote Aussie rules in the UK, and it went horribly wrong or horribly right, depending on which way you look at it. Fantastic events unfolded in England. Unfortunately for the AFL, it probably didn't go the way they wanted. They probably wanted it to be a great show for the English audience in order to help promote and grow the sport further afield outside of Australia, but I'm not too sure it had the desired effect. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching my hashtag AFL car chat. Again, stay tuned for daily AFL car chats, as I'm absolutely loving them and I'm making them a thing now. You can see I hope you can see the passion oozing out of me for this sport, and if I could ask one favour, it would be this: please share the videos, please share it with your friends. Let your friends know that there's a wee daft Scotsman on the other side of the world, up there in the Northern Hemisphere, where it rains all the time and it snows all the time. I'm actually living in Northern Ireland, and it's windy, blustery, but he has got an absolute passion and love for the sport, and share the videos with him. That would be phenomenal. Thanks again, guys. I am the Donfather. Good luck, everyone, and goodbye.